Give honor to the Spirit of Christ in this place. We thank God, amen, for the Spirit of God. Amen. It's the Spirit that makes things easier. Amen. It's the Spirit that lifts the yoke. It's the Spirit, amen, that breaks the wall down. Amen. So we thank God again for the move of the Spirit. We thank God that He is here. Amen. I didn't come here for you. I came here for Him. Amen. So you can't help me, but He can. Amen. So I thank God for just being. How many thank God for just being here? Definitely to our mothers, amen, to our elder Smiley, my companion, to you, the people of the Lord. Again, we admonish you in the name of Jesus, amen, to continue in. Amen. Enjoyed you this morning, Sister Hattie. Amen. It's easy when you let God use you. He'll put the words in your mouth. Amen. All things work together for the good to them and that are called to His purpose. Amen. Thank God for Wendy on this morning. You're looking beautiful this morning. Amen. Like a good old spring day. Amen. Just came in the door. Spring came in. Amen. So we bless God for her. Amen. Clarence said if I could just speak 5 words. Amen. I don't know whether I should give him the mic on this morning. So we got a preacher's disposition this morning. If I can just speak 5 words. Amen. We bless God for our children on today. Good to see little Ethan. Amen. Amen. Good to see little Mateo back there with his mama. Amen. We bless God. Amen. God blesses and loves children. Amen. Except we become as one of them. We shall in no wise. It says in no wise enter into the kingdom of God. Amen. Let's keep our Mother Knowles and our Mother Gales in prayer. Mother McDonald, definitely want to say thank you to each of you again on my birthday. Amen. You made my heart happy. Good to see my son. Amen. Thank God for Sister Patty, our newest member. Amen. She's here with our Mother Russell. Amen. Amen. We bless. Let's keep our Sister Amanda in prayer. Amen. That she shake that cough. I believe that God is a healer. Amen. Somebody keep our brother Christian in prayer. Let's keep Corey in prayer. Our sister Wendy's son. Let's keep Corey and Kara in prayer. Amen. We never know what somebody else needs. I don't need to know the problem. We just keep one another in prayer. Amen. We lift one another up. Amen. Amen. We thank God for your sisters that were here. Sister Belly, amen, for the week. Amen. We pray that God has touched their lives. Amen. If it's just a word to turn it around. Somebody said turn it around. You know, a word to turn it around. Amen. From somebody, a word to turn your attitude around, to turn your disposition around. So we thank God for the word of God. We definitely thank God again for another season. Amen. We want to be diligent to our announcements. We are in another year. And we want to be diligent to our program, to our assessments. Amen. For what God has given us for the year. Amen. Superintendent is doing well. He's in service this morning. Amen. Take it easy. Amen. I don't know if he's going to listen to me, but I told him. Amen. Somebody, how many times you tell folks something, it's up to them whether they want to listen to it. Amen. But I told him. Amen. So we bless God. Thank God for the women's meeting that happened on yesterday. Amen. Mother Russell Kim was a part of that. From that meeting, Mother Russell, is there any assignments that were given in that meeting?
She gave some assignments. She wanted to talk more about young people, want to have them come and express themselves, because young people are going through so much nowadays. You know, like we're in the last stage and it's harder for them in school, bullies and what have you. And she felt like we should allow the young people to come and express themselves, tell what's going on in them. And that really made her feel good when we talked about that.
Amen.
Yes.
Amen. So we want to be attentive to our young folks.
Amen.
We already know what the words say.
Yes.
In the last days. Perilous. That's the one. Perilous times shall come.
Yes.
Amen. Perilous times. That's why we sing the song. You need to make sure your anchor holds and grips. But just hold it, you better grip it too. And that rock is Jesus. Amen. So we thank God again for the endeavor. Amen. I believe that young folks need to learn about Jesus. Otherwise, it just becomes a venting session.
That's right.
Somebody talk to me. Just giving information.
That's right.
But are you prepared to do something about your issue?
Yes, right.
Amen. How many know when you're prepared to do something about it, that's when you usually go to a specialist.
Wow.
I'm tired of feeling this pain. I'm going to go to somebody, what do you think it is? Amen. First thing, you got to write out an application. Make sure that you got proper insurance. Then they'll make you an appointment. They tell you in some cases, don't drink that day. Prepare yourself. When you come in the office, amen, sit there for a while. We're going to call you eventually. Am I talking about God? I'm trying to tell you about God right now. Amen, somebody. Amen. Oftentimes, sometimes we pray, God said, that's just your application. I'll see when I can put you on the schedule. Amen. Amen, somebody. Amen. So we thank God again. You have to allow yourself to come in and be examined by the word of God. We cannot teach these young folks they can just come in and get a blessing.
That's right.
They didn't tell me that.
Amen.
They told me, young man, you want to be saved. Question,
Yes.
do you want to be first?
Who you want to be?
We're not going to waste our time if you don't want to be.
That's right. Amen.
If you don't want to be, go on and sit down and just enjoy the service. But if you want to be, we'll take your time, amen. We'll take some time and get some other considerations.
Amen.
Amen. And then we get the whole squad in here. Amen. We can get triage in here and take your pressure. Amen. We can get the nurse up in here. Amen, somebody. So God is the same way. But you got to make your mind that you want help. Otherwise, it's just a venting session.
That's what it is.
Amen, somebody. We just don't want to vent. We just don't want to, our young folks give us information. We already tell them what they're going through. Because we've been there and done that already, Sister Deborah. I can tell you what you're going through better than what you're going to go through. Amen. But the result, if you want a result, God gives increase. Come on, let's clap our hands right there. Definitely want to be mindful, amen, to keep everyone in prayer. We thank God, amen, on past evening yesterday. Mother Terry had the opening of Real for God Ministries in Farmingville. We reopened that church, amen, and we got our first member. Amen, in Farmingville. Amen. She filled out our connection card, and she says, I called her this morning. She says, I'll be there. Part of the ministry. Sister Angela. Amen. Somebody. So God has a way.
Yes, He does.
Anytime God opens a door, there's always a recipient, amen, that will benefit. So we thank God. Sister Deborah, keep on letting God use you. Amen. Keep on letting God use you. It's through you and your husband that door was open.
That's right.
And we acknowledge that God can use anybody. Don't think because folk ain't in church, God can't use you.
That's right.
Am I talking to somebody? Amen. It might not be raining here, but it's raining someplace else. And by the time you get there, you're going to get the benefit.
Wow. Amen.
Amen, somebody. So we bless God. Again, He works it out the way He wants to. Amen. So we thank God. How many still believe in God?
Amen. Thank you, Lord.
Now, it's just not believing in God, because you believe in God, you have to do what He says.
That's right.
And most of all, you have to allow Him to do it.
That's right.
And that's the problem with us. We ask God to do it, but when He starts to do it, that's where we tell Him, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Can keep this hold a few minutes. I didn't pack yet. I didn't get everything out the kitchen. Amen. My father had a way, Sister Wendy, that when he got tired of the dishes, he just simply bought a garbage pan. Since you won't wash them, and that taught you how to wash a dish. Otherwise, you eat on a paper plate or eat with your hands. We learned quick back in those days. And there was no third and fourth. I'm going to try to tell you. It was just the first one. You want to play? You want to clean it? Then you don't need to clean it. Amen, somebody. Amen, somebody. So we learned, amen, back in the day, they had the old A&Ps. They gave you the green stamps. Amen, so we get some stamps and go to A&P and get some plates. Amen, somebody. See, they don't know about that. They don't know about A&P. Y'all know about A&P. They don't know about A&P down in Greenport. You know about the A&P. What's the A&P? Amen, somebody. That was just for services for poor folk. Amen. That was poor folks. Amen. Grocery store. Amen. They can even give you a stamp book. Fill a stamp book and they give you a piece of chicken. Am I talking to this? Look how far we come from. Am I talking to these young folks that about that? And our parents, you better hold on to that stamp book.
I know that's right.
The next meal is coming from that stamp book. They don't know nothing about that. They don't know nothing about that. Amen. Somebody. Amen. We got too much pride today. A stamp book. You took your stamps to the grocery store. Amen. We got found problem with food stamps. Amen. We try to hide the little card. That's the way they know what I'm talking about. Hide the little card. It ain't a Visa. It's called a benefit card.
Yes. Swipe it.
Amen. Try to shave for them. Put your little coat in there. The devil is. And you go smile a little bit. Amen. I don't like folks to smile. Amen. Somebody, you got to smile at yourself. Amen. Somebody. Be proud of your EBT. Amen. You can eat better too. When they do it, amen. You eat better too if you're car. If I can get 5 of them bad boys, I'll be fine. Amen. Somebody. It's free. It's free. Amen. I have 3 freezers full for laying. Amen. I put my card as a I got an EBT card. Put right up in there. Stand back, put my coat on. Now give me my food. Man, how do we should not be ashamed? Now, if we're ashamed to do that, you're going to be ashamed of Jesus.
That's right.
Because Jesus is an outward response. Amen, somebody. So we bless God. I pray that, amen, that your burden has been lifted. Amen, somebody. In the book of Jeremiah, the first chapter, amen, we thank God for what he is doing. Amen. We thank God for the theme this year of going back to the church and knowing my place. And Brother Clarence said it so diligently and eloquently. Yet in the church, I'd rather speak 5 words with my understanding, amen, that by my voice I might teach others also. 10,000 words in an unknown tongue. We bless God that everyone is syncing up.
Amen.
Amen. To where God wants to take us.
Yes.
And it's amazing how you can be in one spot. I find this very amazing with this thing called Wi-Fi. Amen. When I write on my computer at home, it syncs up over here.
All right.
All I gotta do is push sync. And that which I write my notes, they can somehow or another go through there. And I can pull it up
Right there.
right here. And how many of we gotta learn how to sync up with the Spirit?
Amen.
No matter where you are, God can have the Spirit on you at home.
Yes. Yes. Thank you, Lord.
You push the right button that says sync. When I get to the church, I want to be able to sync up.
Yes. Amen.
What's going on? Am I talking? I want to sync up with the Spirit that God has in the house.
Amen.
Amen. But you got to push your sync button. Amen. You can't push it in the parking lot.
No.
Your signals might be mixed up.
Oh, Lord.
Amen. In the book of Jeremiah, the first chapter, amen, the 10th verse. I'm just going to read 2 verses, actually maybe 1.5 verses. Thank God. Changed my message this morning. Had to resync this morning.
All right, Pastor.
Amen. I was going to deal with don't believe the evidence. I got to deal with something else. It's a way, it's amazing how God sees our infirmities.
Amen.
He knows our concerns.
Yes, he does.
And he has an ear of provision.
Yes.
Amen. In other words, he'll give you always a way of escape.
Yes, he will. Yes, he will.
But we have to in turn be diligent to the voice of God.
Amen. Amen.
We have to understand the way he works. And the way he works is different from the way we work.
Amen. Right.
That's what usually times that's how we get frustrated. Because we're pounding on the table, God, do it now, do it. And he's telling you I'm going to do it my way.
That's right.
I don't care what you cry, spit, hock, roll, slam doors. Don't come, do come. Amen. I'm still going to do it my way. Amen. It is very imperative that we understand God is going to do it His way.
Right.
I mean, we got crazy folks in our family
Yeah.
that you've been praying for years.
Talking right.
And God is still saying, I'm going to do it.
My Lord.
You have concerns that you want Him to address.
Well,
And He's still going to say, I'm going to do it.
my way.
Pray some stuff constantly. And He's still saying,
Gonna do
I'm going to do it
my way. My way.
my way. Because my ways are past finding out.
That's right.
And oftentimes, see, we're people, we talk too much. You're going to tell somebody the way you're going to do it.
Tell the truth, Pastor.
That's why I said, God said, I got to keep my stuff secret.
Uh-huh.
I'm not going to let nobody know how I'm going to do it, because when I do it, you're going to know I did it, and now I get the
Glory.
now I get glory.
Glory. Thank you,
And
God.
somebody catch on to what you're trying to do, then that glory goes to them, because I helped you say my name
That's right.
in the first caption of your sentence.
Well,
Put the in front of my name. I'm the definitive article. I did it. Amen. So, amen. So how many want God to do it?
amen.
There's some things we want God to do. Somebody say, only God.
Only God.
Only God can do it. Sometimes we get weary in our well-doing.
Amen, Pastor.
It's kind of hard to hold on to reap if you're fainting not. But you got to allow God to do it. Amen, somebody. Mother Terry, I'm learning now as I get older. You just got to tell folks to trust in God.
Amen.
I can't preach your problem out of your hands.
Right, Pastor.
Amen. So I can't even try to do that. Because I have more than a broke back.
I know that.
I'm going to try to preach us through some of our issues. Y'all might as well get me a wheelchair, a stretcher, and a bed and put it right outside.
Yes.
Amen. Who's that carrying in the bed? Pastor Griggs?
Oh, no.
Going down Montauk Highway. Amen. His faithful wife, amen, strapped to her car.
Jesus.
In other words, I say that we cannot handle, we do not ascertain how God's going to do something.
Amen.
You'll be in a wheelchair first before you figure it out. You'll be in your bed before you'll figure out what God will do.
Yeah, right. Amen.
All we can do is trust in the Lord with all. And lean not to our, in all our ways acknowledge. And He'll just simply direct. In spite of the situation, He'll still give you some road to walk.
Yes, He does. Yes, He does.
And oftentimes we don't like to walk away from circumstance.
Tell the truth.
Amen. 'Cause we got that spirit of being bugged. It's bothering me because it's there. I know you got to learn how to operate with the bug.
Amen.
Amen, somebody. Now, the book of Jeremiah, it has a constitution here. And it's amazing how he tells the prophet in the 10th verse. And it reads as thus, see. Doesn't it say see there?
Yes,
In other words, you have some eyes.
yes.
Amen. Stop overlooking what you see.
Uh-huh.
That's what's wrong with some of us.
That's right.
You're always overlooking what you see and trying to put it on God.
Tell the truth,
A
Pastor.
lot of things you can see, you can clean up.
That's right. You're right.
Anybody gonna like me? It's all right. I'm used to it.
You're talking right.
Amen. I've learned that the nature of people, Patty, is that if there's garbage in the floor, they'll wait and see who's gonna pick it up.
Oh, glad, Pastor.
They ain't gonna pick it up.
You're talking right.
Amen. For whatever reason or whether the instinct comes over us as individuals, we'll leave it right there.
Yeah.
And I want to see if Deborah sees it.
Uh-uh.
I want to see whether Brother Clarence will see it. Don't we do it?
Yes.
We leave little traps for one another.
That's right.
I was in the kitchen. I'm gonna leave a string bean on the floor.
Oh, God.
'Cause I know Billie Jean is coming into the kitchen. I'm just gonna see
Uh-huh.
whether she's gonna pick it up.
Yeah.
Amen. He tells the prophet, look, start looking. See things in your own environment.
Amen.
Amen. Then he says, I have this day, amen, set thee over the nations and over the kingdoms to root out, pull down and to destroy and to throw down, to build and to plant. 11th verse, moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Jeremiah, what seest thou?
Yeah.
We're not going to go further than that. The question is indicative of oneself that's reading the text.
Amen.
What do you see? I've set thee this day over nations, over kingdoms, over nations, people, over the kingdom's authority.
Amen.
Amen. To root out, to pull down, and to destroy, and to throw down, to build, and to plant.
Amen.
God have blessing upon the reading of his word. Within all that we read, I don't even get a drift of the word try. Am I talking to someone? He didn't say try
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
to root out.
No.
He didn't say try to pull down.
No.
Try to destroy.
Just do it. Just do it.
Try to throw down.
Just do it.
Try to build or try to plant. He lets us know early in the text. I'm going to deal with somewhat topical today. Because the history of it is a little, I would say, not extensive. Thank you very much, Sister Man. I use that word extensive and extended. So I want to use a topical method, amen, of biblical study to break the text down to you. Before a topic, amen, to point and give us direction, I'm going to repeat something Sister Hattie said. And that's where he changed my way. She just simply said, Lord, have your way. Somebody say, Lord, have your way. Somebody say it again. Lord, sent you the authority. You have. So if you have to root out, there you go.
Have your way.
Have your way.
Yes,
If you have to pull down,
Lord.
somebody say have.
Have your way.
If you have to destroy,
Have your way.
you got to throw down.
Have your way.
You got to build.
Have your way.
And if you have to plant,
Have your way.
what seest? Amen. We have a lot of claims to indigenous things around us. Amen. And it's with those little items that we constitute a prayer life. Off of what we see. And after a while, the prayer life drifts off because we get tired of praying for it.
Amen.
Anybody ever notice that? You start off fervent Monday and Tuesday.
Well,
But by Wednesday, it's happy meal time. I'm going to get a number 2 from Kentucky Fried. And it is what it is. Am I talking to somebody? And this cycle really reproduces itself usually around holidays, birthdays, or it's triggered by a thought or a memory.
Amen.
Then we start praying all over again. That little voice you may hear in the background is Brother Mateo.
All right, man.
So we want to make sure that we hear his distinctive voice. I'm not sure if you have to give him a mic on today to be heard. Amen. Somebody bless God for life.
Amen.
Lord, since you are the head of my life, you're the authority over my life, I am signing you on to approve my life.
Amen.
I am signing you on and giving you headway to build my life.
Yes.
Can we say amen?
Amen. Thank you, Lord.
And that's why we said in Sunday school, the heart is desperately wicked.
Yes, it is.
Who knows it? And how many of you can't even trust your own feelings at times? Because our feelings can be bought by a smile.
Go ahead now.
Your feelings can be bought by a skirt, brothers. Amen, somebody. Sisters, your feelings can be bought by a handsome, dark grape-looking brother. Amen, somebody. Your feelings can be bought. Somebody. Amen. Somebody say black is better. Yes. And it says that we give those things authority over us that we see. And it's usually selective. Amen, somebody. It's challenges in life because we let our emotions go. We let our mental faculty go succinctly, and we allow it to be integrated into another person or personality. Here, this is why God is distinctly saying, I've set you over nations. Or that people, those things that can influence you, that you may migrate to, or you allow to integrate with yourself. How many ever been around other cultures?
Yes.
Amen. And somehow or another, you know you can't change it. You kind of blend in with it. Come on, Mom. Amen. Amen, somebody. The reggae mom. The reggae. Amen. The reggae mom. Amen. They will play no American music in their club. So you might as well get ready to do the reggae mom. Amen. So I've learned, amen, early on, Sister Winnie gonna cook, it's gonna be the Jamaican text, Mom. Amen. Especially that stewed chicken.
Yes, sir.
And rice and peas. They've never changed. And they influenced me.
Yes.
Amen. Since she can make it, I
Yes.
have to humbly request, if you have time, have a little time on your schedule. I would be entreated and so thankful and so grateful. Amen. If you can stir the pot of your ministry up just one more time. I'm going to put a hand praise right there. It is amazing how we incorporate nations' culture or authenticity to our lives. And how we ourselves are influenced by those components.
That's right. Amen.
We have a way of accepting people the way they are.
That's right. Yes.
Even though in spite of it, Sister Deborah, they change us.
Yes. Right.
Because you stepped into their realm, they've changed you. By the time we get out of it, we talk about them.
That's right.
And then you knock on the same door and act the same way.
That's right.
Amen.
You got to get tired of transition.
That's right.
That's why we say, I'm not going. I'm tired of transition. I can't do this.
Amen.
Amen. Because to walk into a good old reggae house, you're going to smell the weed, Mom. Because that's culture. Am I talking right, sister? So if you're not ready to get your head bag, and somebody to come out a little woozy, don't deal with folks in that nation. Somebody talk to me. Don't deal with the Amalekites or the Philistines or the Jebusites or the Girgashites, because they're going to change you. You're going to find yourself acting like them.
Yes.
Amen. Where'd you pick that habit up? From a nation. Somebody, why are you talking that way? Because you've been to another nation.
That's right.
Amen. How'd you pick up these practices? You've been with other nations.
That's right. Amen.
And now you become a part of that kingdom or that geographical authority that is over that particular nation. We wrestle not against
Flesh and blood.
but a principality,
Powers.
rulers, darkness. Amen. Spiritual wickedness in.
High places.
So you got to be careful when you're to somebody's door. Because you're entering into a nation and an authority that's over that particular kindred. Somebody talk. It's not more extensive than just a friend. Amen. We have friends that are connected to nations, to certain kingdoms of authority that's over their lives.
That's right, Pastor.
That authority now will inflict you, will infect you.
Yes, it does.
And you over on your house on Rodeo Drive acting crazy. How did we get in my house?
Go ahead.
I never had the smell. Amen. Somebody, I use candles.
That's right.
Amen. But now I got folks coming to my house talking about, what's up, brother? Amen, somebody.
Amen.
Because you've allowed the nation,
Yes.
that people, that culture now has become part of your drama.
Well,
And how many know we go through enough drama on our own?
I know that's right.
Now you've incorporated another idea.
Yes.
And I remember Mother Terry, when these pants started coming down, Jordan, for his first time.
Jesus.
Somebody said first time.
First time.
His first time trying to wear pants below the purposeful waistline. Amen, somebody. You're not going to bring that culture. Somebody talk to me.
All right.
I don't care what has an authority on the outside.
That's right.
But you're not going to bring that culture. And I'm not going to come underneath that authority to let you wear your pants be, come on somebody, lower than your backside in my authority. Even though Clarence, he would go out in the backyard, smoke his little reefer with Brandon in the back of the house in the bushes. And sin is so silly. Amen. You come in the house like you never did it, but I can smell it. Amen. Somebody. Young folks are so smart. I mean, we were so smart. Our parents looked at us, they just smelt it. I ain't been doing nothing. You done put 50 drops of Visine in your eyes. I ain't did nothing. So what am I smelling? I didn't think about that. Amen. I didn't think about the obvious, that you still have 5 senses. Why are you so hungry? You're drinking too much water. Amen, somebody. You're fidgeting. You can't go to sleep. What's wrong with you? You're underneath the jurisdiction of another authority. Now you've disposed of it. Now you drop the baggage here. I know we've all encountered that. That's why we're very careful not to let our children go everywhere. Because they bring back these cultures and these authorities that's over Johnny. Now you think it's over because Johnny did it. But we're going to cancel that authority right now. We're going to bind it up with this belt right now. Amen. This belt has authority over your little legs. Amen. Somebody to change your mind about Johnny's authority. He's simply telling Jeremiah, see all this and know this day that I put you over. My God, my God, my God. We're going back to the church. To get there, you got to get over some things. Can I talk to somebody? To get there, honey, I'm over a lot of these people that's in my way. I'm over a lot of these cultures. I'm over the authority that they have over my life. Going back to the church. Amen. You got to get over some of this stuff. Am I talking to somebody? He even told Paul, listen, I'm going to send you back to the Gentiles and deliver them, but don't be afraid of their faces. Cry out. Spare not. Tell people. Tell my people of their transgressions. Amen. Somebody. I set thee over the nations. There's some folks in your life that God is saying, now reverse it. Look at you say reverse it.
Reverse it.
Stop letting them have authority over you. I know I'm talking to somebody. Stop letting them have authority over you. Because you said, Lord, have your way. So that means you got to take authority over them. Not anymore. Stop. Talk to both hands. Amen. Somebody. Delete them.
That's right.
block.
That's right.
Take them out of your address book. Amen, somebody. Preached a message a while ago. On the way to my promise, distraction showed up. But we're not talking about distraction. We're talking about those things that are literally in spiritual wicked places. And they come with smile. Amen. There was a man, Mother Russell, that always was praying, God, remove the cobwebs. God, remove the cobwebs. This pastor said, pray for something else. Still praying, God, move the cobwebs. Sister Kathy prayed for the last time. The pastor said, stop. We're going to pray to God to kill the spider. Sometimes you got to pray, God, kill the spider. Amen, somebody. I can't see. Kill the one that got the fog machine. People are like spiders. They will put you in their web. It becomes a sticky situation. Because your emotions and your mental part is involved. That means there's a web there. Somebody talk to me. Anybody ever been in an emotional web? I don't know whether I can get out. I don't know whether I can reclaim my position. I don't know whether I can reclaim who I'm just in a web. God, kill the spider. Kill the spider. Kill the spider. Amen. Folks are like spiders. They put you in a web in your own house.
Tell the truth.
You stand in your house waiting for their phone call. Baby, I can't go to waiting for a phone call. Amen, somebody. Folks will purposely keep you on their time system. Web.
Amen.
God said that you're over it now. When they called, they wasn't talking about nothing. Somebody said, I'm over it.
That's right. Amen.
It's about the same old thing. I'm over it now.
Amen.
The same line of conversation. You should be over it by now. There's some folks you just know, you already know what they're going to talk about, Sister Mary. It says, I set thee over people, cultures, and over the kingdom that they participate in. Remember the spiritual wickedness in high places. Everybody has a place or an authority that they're under. And as much as we understand the divine things of God, you got to understand what's demonic also. Amen, somebody. Our children today are simply the offspring of demonism. Somebody talk. Because the parents, when they had them, they were crazy. So Johnny gonna come out with crazy. And it's all demonism. Who would think a 5-year-old would cuss a grown folks out? That's a demon. Who would think young folk, amen, somebody can understand homosexuality and lesbianism at 7 years old? They want to be a girl. The devil is a lie. You gotta, Lord, have your way. Johnny telling you for Christmas, amen, I want Barbie instead of Ken with the Kung Fu. You play with Barbie and Kim, amen, somebody wearing purple panties. The devil is a lie. We got silly parents out there going to say, amen, instead of taking on the boys' lane in the girl, what do you want? I'm talking about somebody saying, Lord, have your way. It's time for you to destroy. To root out things in your life. It's time to root them out. Everybody can't be there. Everything can't be there. Amen, somebody. Every position you want to take, you can't be. It's time to root those things out. It's just like going through the garden in the spring. I got to root out this Billie Jean. Those are weeds. I got to root them out. Amen. What's growing in your garden?
Amen.
What's growing in your garden? Francois, make you say, It's growing in your garden. Amen. Root out and to pull down. Some things are hiding you in your own house. You know, in your own house, you want to put things where you can reach it. Oh, I done said something there. We got things in our house so high you can't reach it. I got to stand up on the chair to reach my own wife, my own husband. The devil is a liar. You ain't that high. The situation ain't that high, baby. The problem ain't that high that we can't both assess it together. Somebody talk. Says, I'm giving you power over that authority. Amen. It hurt me to my heart on the smiling man. Amen. You know Anthony Brina's husband called me the other day, Uncle Earl, I don't know what I'm going to do. What's wrong? My kids, Sister Cabby says, they're punching holes in the walls, cutting up my couches. I had to ask a very basic question, Elder Smiley, maybe you can help me. But are we afraid of our own children, sir? I'll never be afraid of my own children.
Amen.
And they have the audacity to say, touch me, I'll make a phone call. Well, at that time, I instructed him to give them a cell phone. Amen. And while you calling, you're going to suffer the wrath of Father. And I want them to hear the wrath that I'm putting you through. Amen, somebody. I encourage them, let's have a football game. Amen. And I'm allowing all y'all 5 to come and try to tackle me. Since I have y'all approved that you want to play football. Amen, somebody. When you attack me, I have the right, Sister Wendy, to defend myself. And I believe after the football game, amen, that I'll only be the one that's going through the goal. Amen. And you'll learn I can't play football with him. Can I get somebody with some wisdom in this house? But it lets me know, Sister Wendy, that he has things so high in his house that he cannot have authority. You got to go back and get your authority. Am I talking to somebody? Amen, somebody. You got a 12-year-old telling you, you better not touch me. That's not a reason to break out with a shout. That's a reason, amen, to spare not for their crying because you saved their soul from a burning hell. And I want to take the time to introduce you to Jesus. Amen. Because when I get finished with you, you'll be calling on Jesus. You'll know how to spell his name, Jesus. You'll know to call on him. Amen. Because I'm not going to turn you loose until I hear some repetitive words out of your mouth. Amen. Train up a child where they should go. Amen. In the end, they shall not depart from it. You got to take over. And God has given you the authority to come over, to root out, to pull down, to destroy. And he said, Lord, have your way. Hadn't you started this nonsense? I'm just repeating after you. Lord, have your way. Since you're the creator of heaven and earth, God, you have your way. You're the Lord God. You create everything. Lord, have your way. I mean, want God to have his way. Say it. What do you see that you want God to have his way? He's already given you the antidote. He just said, listen, I've given you the authority to pull it down, to root it out, to throw it down, and to destroy it. I ain't got to go into what a way is and all that stuff. Amen, somebody. He just says, I've given it to you this day. I've set you over this stuff. You're over it. I've set you over it. You're going to go back. Understand the power of God that's on your side. Because you can't get back on your own. You need some help getting there. You need some help getting to the church. Amen, somebody. He says he'll never leave you there nor forsake you. You have to think he's giving you the authority over scorpions and serpents. I'm just about finished. I just want to encourage you. Amen, somebody. God set you over this nonsense in your own place, in your own house. He set you over it.
Yes.
Devil is like children taking over homes. I ain't never heard of that else finding home in my life. Not in Bob's house. You thought about a takeover. You thought about a mutiny at 506 Post Avenue. The devil is a liar. Amen, somebody. Because you knew his authority. You got to know the authority that God has given you. That you have authority over. Amen, somebody. You don't let these kids do what they want to do. You don't let these cultures come into your space. And now they're directing you, telling you and challenge you how to think. The devil is a lie. He's my rock, my sword, and shield. He's the wheel in the middle. He's the shelter in the side. And the world can't do me no. He's the lifter of my head. I won't. I'm going to worship him. Amen, somebody. I pray that we understood what the word of God is saying. I'm talking to somebody. Amen. Amen, somebody. God knows how to speak to us. To destroy. He set you over it. So that means Jeremiah, now go do it.
Amen.
God is telling him, I set you over that. No, go do it.
Amen.
Somebody said, go do it. Go do it. Receiving the word without application will profit you nothing. Amen. It's the application that you ascertain the message, and now you can produce and manifest that which God wants in your life. And you want to come back with a testimony this week. I pulled it down this week. I threw it down this week. I rooted that thing out this week. I completely destroyed it this week. I'm going back. You gotta learn how to root out some stuff. You're going back, you gotta pull it down, Sister Patty. Pull it down. And folks ain't gonna like you. That's all right. But it's okay, Sister Wendy, they don't like us. I got folks that don't like me right now. It's okay, but I'm still gonna pull it down. My salvation ain't based on you liking me. It's an individual walk. I get somebody. I'm trying to get help for myself. We ain't going as a crew. The devil is a liar. Because you can contaminate me getting in. You can put a blemish in my garment. So I got to root out. Pull down. Throw down.
Amen.
And destroy. Before I do that, I can do the yes lady. First thing we got to do is that first. Take the authority over these cultures that you allow around you. Because every last one of us can be influenced by another culture. I told you so. But you got to be able to look, see what's in your environment. That's not even me. Where did I want? Oh, when I went over there, now I'm acting. Root it out. Pull it down. Open your ears and watch what's around you. What's in your home. Because our kids bring stuff back in our home. Then they want to tell you, what's wrong with you, Mom? Excuse me? It's who you talking to? Because you cannot have 3 decibels above my voice and talk to me. Who done gave you a mic and an amp in my house? I want to say that's old school right there. Somebody gave you an amplifier in this house? You done plugged a sound system in my house? Because your tone is coming across. I talk right into the building.
Yes, you are.
And that's why it's time to go back to the old landmark. You want to bless these children? Put them in check. Destroy them. Root them out. Start telling these girls and boys the truth. Instead of placating them. That word tells us we got a right to root it out. Pull it down, throw it down, and ultimately destroy it. That's what I do over Sally's house. This ain't Sally's house. Amen. This is not 1010. I'm sorry, 1313 Mockingbird Lane. Amen. Somebody definitely not in the back cave. Amen. Somebody. Monsters don't live here. Nor does the Partridge family. Amen. And Chrisley don't matter. Amen. Somebody. He got issues too. Amen. Am I talking to people today? Amen. If you're going to say, Lord, have your way. He's going to give you some tools. Okay. Have my way. That's the way I do it. Now use the tool. Am I talking to somebody? Lord, have your way. Okay, well, here's the tool. Here's the tools. Use them. Because we want God to stand back and say, no, not that room. Not them. So he tells you to do it. He tells you to root it out. He told Jeremiah, you root it out. You find out the problem of what's in this northern kingdom. You deal with the idolatry. You deal with the pesticism. You deal with all this mess that's in my way. You deal with the king. Amen, somebody. You deal with Zedekiah. You deal with all this. You root it out. And you put a word on it. Somebody said put a word.
Put a word.
Slur it a little bit. Put a word. Hallelujah. Amen. Thank God for age. Age is seasoning you a little bit more. Amen. Everyone standing. Somebody said, Lord, have your way. Lord, have your way. I want God to have his way.
Amen.
So he's put it in your hands. God is having his way by you using it.
That's right.
Amen. Somebody. I pray the word has encouraged somebody. Amen. Now it's up to you to do it. Amen.